A little bit shorter due to the hot weather. You know, the hot weather makes it nice to have shorter hair.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
It is.
Very nice organ music. It's all good.
That's it. Okay. All right. All right, boys and girls. There we are in the big whatever it is we're in there. That's it. That's what
Big
we're
Asheville.
Yes.
Have you?
It's the Mad Scientists Tea Party. The Mad Scientists Tea Party. Yes, it is. Okay.
Have you read that article about Asheville in 2027?
Mm-mm.
No, me neither. Not yet.
In 2027.
2027 had a picture of Asheville. Big skyscrapers on the cover of Mountain Express, I believe. The latest one.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's very interesting. I should go out and get a copy of it and read it. I do have a copy of it now, but I just haven't read it yet.
Okay, let me see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This doesn't seem to be doing anything at all. I assume it's hooked up. One would assume, but let's see if this does. Oh, yeah, it's this afterwards. Oh, never mind. Oh. All right. We'll do it like that.
Okay.
Yeah? You like it that way?
I guess
you like
so.
it? You like it? I like it.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
All right. Okay.
I saw your friend Amos the other night.
Where did you see Amos?
Caffeine.
Oh.
Yeah, where I see everybody.
Yeah, well, you know how often I'm in there.
Yeah.
Very often.
Very
And,
often.
You know, because I like to support 24-hour
Me too.
things. Anybody that stays open 24 hours, I like to try to support their efforts.
Me too.
And
Me too.
because many a night has been, 4 in the morning, and I've got nothing to do, and anybody who can provide me a cup of coffee and the opportunity to check my email or something, I'm there.
4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah.
I'm not quite that early. I mean, late or however it might be. I'm more or less. The latest I think I've been there is like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
I just realized I haven't turned on the lights. We're operating under the work lights.
Oh, we're working lights.
Let me see now. We got this, da-dun,
Yeah,
dun, dun,
of course.
and that.
Dun, 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 dun.
You really can't see much of the molecule, can you?
No.
That's the case of the blackness.
That's cool.
I think someone has pulled the gobo out of the molecule sign. You see what I mean? It's not right in there, is it?
Yeah.
It's all right, I don't care. All right, if you'll go ahead and talk, I'll go to the other room.
Should I pour some tea?
If you think it's ready.
I think it's ready.
Do you? Okay.
I'm in the mood for it. Yes, I believe it's ready.
All right, well, keep talking and making noise because I'm going here to check the audio.
Okay. I'm supposed to keep talking and make some noise. How does everybody like Belshare? I just went there for a couple hours on Friday, a couple hours on Sunday, and that was about it. Just check out some couple of friends playing at Belshare on Friday and a couple on Sunday.
All right. Guess what?
What?
The audio.
Did you need to get in there?
No. I was just
Okay.
no.
You can. It's really
Oh no.
Want to sit down?
I'm fine. I was just checking the audio, and the audio is excellent.
Excellent.
In the front office.
Excellent.
Hey.
Excellent.
In the front office, and the tea looks just right, doesn't it?
It tastes.
Is
really
it just right?
It's smoky.
Okay.
It's smoky. When it's smoky, it's good.
Smoky is good. We like smoky
tea.
Right. Well, I'll give it.
Go to the Belshare?
Is it time for me to take the? Is it steeped sufficiently? I should take the tea ball out
No,
now.
I don't know. I keep the tea ball in there all the time.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you do that too?
Yeah.
You drink tea a lot and
Well, when I do drink tea, I keep it right in there.
Yeah.
Until it's like just murky.
I know. Until it has
swamp tea.
When it has some bite to it.
Oh, yes.
That's real
bite.
That black water from the swamp. Yeah. It's got the taste of rotting stumps.
Yes.
Yeah. My favorite. Yes, that's what I do too.
All right. And that's the best way to have tea.
Now,
It is. It is.
I know, and when you do, and in my personal opinion, now this is just my opinion, but when you've got some good tea to start with, and you just let it steep for about an hour till it's swamp water,
Till
it's
2 hours even.
it's good.
It's very good.
It is good.
Very good.
And it has its maximum wallop.
There used to be like this German tea
Uh-huh.
that I loved. I used to get in Estonia.
Uh-huh.
And I just kind of let it sit there for.
Estonians like tea? Are they?
Oh man, yeah.
Are they a
Totally.
tea? Are they a tea nation?
Tea nation, tea, coffee,
Whatever.
whatever.
If it's got caffeine in it, they drink it.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
What is it? President Coffee is really good coffee.
Is that their brand there?
Yeah,
President.
Coffee. President Coffee.
Let's see. That sounds kind of like 1984 somehow. You know, like
President Coffee.
yeah, like Victory cigarettes or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Victory cigarettes.
Isn't that what they had?
I guess so. I don't know.
Well, all right. Here we
Okay.
are now. Okay, Mount Dungeon is going to be
Tonight,
different. It's going to be the same. It's going to be because it's going to be the same.
the same. But come out to the Asheville Pizza. Watch it with us. 11 o'clock tonight. The Nevada will be there, or possibly Jack Jones, the English metal blues band.
Okay, then you can actually come and see some of the stars.
That's right.
Will be-
Mingle with the stars.
Rubbing elbows with the stars.
That's right.
There.
That's right.
All right. Now we have a treat. Supposedly, I hate to say something because I never know what's going to actually happen in the end, but supposedly tomorrow we're having a very famous poet from New Orleans
Who's that?
at the tea party, and if I could plug in my computer and stuff, I can tell you his name and all.
Okay.
But
Well, we had Moody Black on Mount Dungeon.
who?
Moody Black, famous poet,
Oh yeah.
a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's really good. He had his,
Where is he from?
He's from Spartanburg. He's,
Okay, then he would.
recites his poetry all the way, I think, all the way to Texas even.
Mm-hmm.
But he wants to break into the Asheville market, so that's why we had him on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And he recited his poetry. One was called Fish and Grits.
Mm-hmm.
Fish and Grits. It was good. It was really good.
Did you see? Did you ever go to the poetry slams? Were you here when they had poetry slams? You probably weren't
At
here. Well, in various locations around
Oh.
town, they had poetry slams going for a while. That was a thing. That was a national thing that was going on. Poetry slams, and then of course they had like local ones, and we had local
Really?
ones here and stuff like
when
that.
was that?
No, it's been maybe 10 years ago
Oh,
and
I
stuff like
was
that.
in Estonia then.
Oh, well, anyway, they had poetry slams. A lot of people were killed. And, yeah.
All those poets.
Yeah.
That Dead Poet Society.
Mhm. It was nice. It was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Huh. Sounds like a nice deal. That's why he goes to the poetry slams, and they have him like I think he hosts a poetry slam in Greenville every Friday night.
Greenville, North Carolina, or
South Carolina.
South Carolina?
Yeah,
Okay.
the Coffee Underground there.
All
Ever,
right.
ever been there?
No, huh?
It's really cool. It's actually on Coffee Street, and
Okay.
it's underground.
Well, I've started something. It would be up to me to say I've started something. I have noticed something,
Yeah.
and that is the coffee shops are beginning to carry a wide variety of exotic teas. Have you
It's like
seen?
caffeine.
Have you seen it? Just in the
Yeah.
go check out. Now we hate to plug. We're not plugging. Go check out Starbucks, and right up at the counter in Starbucks, they had a box full of samples of. It must have been
samples.
this is like 2 dozen teas or something that they're
Yeah.
carrying now. Yeah. Right.
Starbucks.
Right. It's how long have I been doing this? Just a couple of months now,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, exotic teas
Exotic teas
all over
everywhere.
town.
You
Yeah,
started it.
all over town. Right.
Right here. Started right here.
That's right. That's right. That's all right. Everybody wants to copy me.
That's right. That's right.
Everybody copy me.
Everybody copy me.
That's right.
So, Well,
Well, what's going on? Y'all working on some big projects with Mount Dungeon and the gang.
well, we're gonna be doing filming your friend Amos, Veterans of Future Wars, this Saturday, and
I plan to come in
yes,
and add
we'll
to
call
the,
you.
and add to the mayhem. I was planning.
Cool. You were there last Saturday? I heard you were there last.
I was there. I didn't do a lot, but I tried to sort of rein over during the interview. And so, I mean, I sat behind the bit mixing
Yeah.
board.
Yeah.
I brought my compressors in, and I
Oh,
put
cool.
compressors on the various channels. And then
Sweet.
once I got the compressors kind of set, I just sat there and closed my eyes
Yeah.
and let the performance take me away. Were you?
No, I wasn't there. I
At all?
took the week off.
Okay. Well, have you seen some of the
No,
shots? You
no.
don't know?
I-
Well, that's why this lab coat was out.
Ah.
They dressed the guy up in this lab coat.
Yeah.
It was a mad it had a mad scientist making racket. The
Yeah,
various
I heard about that.
machines.
What, sound Yeah, theremin?
I don't know if he had a theremin. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It was he had various racket makers.
Okay.
And
Various racket makers.
yeah. And
Racket makers.
yeah, just he's what I call a racketeer.
Okay. So is just the noise?
No. I won't. No. Don't let me color any. Let everybody else make up their own
Okay.
mind and have their own experience.
Well-
You know what I mean? Don't let me even categorize
Let me-
what a racketeer is.
Let me just say that Mountain Dungeon is all about eclecticism. We have that's why we call it Mountain Dungeon, because we have everything from the lowest, you can't even hear this anywhere, to the biggest stars, and so 2 weeks from now we're having Wayne Robbins and the Hellsayers. We're gonna be
Right.
filming them,
Right.
And so
Right.
there, and possibly even Gringo Star.
Gringo Star.
Ringo Star.
Ringo Star.
No, Gringo.
Gringo Star. Yes, Gringo Star.
On the cover of
Mountain
Southern Performer, I think.
Yeah, Gringo Star.
Gringo Star, and they'll be coming
Gringo
in later
Star.
on in the year playing for us.
Do we hear people out there?
I think so. Anybody want to be on the T-show?
Is it the girl from Coventry?
Who?
The girl from Coventry. Did you know we have a girl from, not from Coventry. I'm saying that all wrong. I used to date a girl from Coventry. Girl from Wales.
I used to date a girl from Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard about girls from Wales?
What about her?
No. Well,
No.
I think they're famous for being cool.
Really? Welsh
Uh-huh.
girls?
Yeah.
Well, I had a girlfriend for about 5 years, and she was Irish, half Czech. And but she had long red hair.
Red hair.
Yeah.
I can see her now.
Red hair.
And was she cool?
Oh yeah, very cool.
Very cool.
But yeah, she had the temper.
To go. Oh, really?
Oh man.
Did she ever beat you up?
No, not quite.
No.
She had a mouth.
Boy, if
on
she
it.
had, you'd probably still be together now.
No, I don't know. But, we were together for about 5 years.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, we almost got married.
Yeah,
Really, we did. Yeah, so,
I bet.
yeah, so
I want to go out and see who else out there and drag them into the party. Do you know?
when we go out and see,
You feel like it? Have you
feel like
finished
it.
your tea? Will you have some?
I'm not
No?
finished with
Okay.
my tea yet. I'll be
I
back.
see you have one of those solid state memory stick things.
Yeah, I just got that.
Okay. How many gigs?
2 gig.
All right. How much?
I think $49.
Okay. Yeah.
$44.
That's about what they're going. Yeah.
Anybody out here want to come on the show? Show?
Have a cup of tea. Invite them for a cup of tea. Anyone?
They're just too shy. They're just too shy. I
They
said,
are.
come on the show. They just ran out the door. I scared them
They
off.
ran out the door.
They ran out the door. I scared them off.
Well, they must not have been Welsh.
No.
Had they been Welsh,
They
I
look
believe they'd have had a cup of tea, don't you?
Yeah. I don't know. They might have been Canadian. No.
Yeah. How are the Canadians with tea? I don't know.
I think they like tea.
I think
They're more into tea than we are because
Mhm.
they were British Crown.
Right. I think they're like half and halfers though, don't you? They're not as coffee as we are, and they're not as tea as the Brits maybe.
Yeah, not as coffee as we are, but I think they're about 90%. Actually, if you go to a friend of mine went to Prince Edward Island, British Columbia,
Yeah.
Victoria, and they have a ladies' high tea in these posh hotels.
Mm-hmm.
So she got all dressed up in the hat and the whole.
And went to high tea.
Went to the high tea. They have high tea in British Columbia and Canada. So I think they're about 90% tea. Then
Yeah, we have high tea here. Did you know a lot of
we
people
don't have our hats.
a lot of people don't. It's 4:27 now, and we're 7 minutes late for high tea.
Yes.
But we have high tea here, and most people don't know how high our tea is sometimes. But it's really more geared toward the folks at home and their high tea.
Yeah.
And
I've had assignments to cover like ladies' high teas before.
Did you get some good pictures?
Oh yeah, very good. Really elegant ladies in their hats and ladies' hat parade.
Right. Like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that kind of thing. And if you can catch it with the sun coming low, and if there's in a place with big windows or something, or if it was outside.
Usually it's in May, but this past May is so rainy they had to have it inside. But the year before it was really beautiful. It was out in a big inn in Flat Rock, and they have like a big garden. They have all the ladies out there, and I'm the only man in the
on the grounds,
on the grounds.
Except for some of the servants or something,
like
maybe.
that,
Do they let you drink some tea?
Oh yeah, I kind of like take a table on the back and sip tea and eat and all that. Always,
Take pictures.
you know,
They got finger sandwiches,
very, very
with the
good.
crust cut off.
Yes, very good. Little salads.
But now, what happened to the girl who made our cucumber sandwiches and sent them?
What's that?
I can't remember names, and that's just my fault. I can't
That
remember.
happened the first few times.
Well, we need to get her back. For a long time, she couldn't come. Now she's changed her job or something.
Who is she?
She's the girl that makes the finger sandwiches, the cucumbers. I can't say names. I'm sorry, and it's very embarrassing because but it's like even
Don't
people
worry
I've
about
known for years and years, and I just can't say names.
I can't do names either.
I'm having trouble with my memory. My therapist said to tell people I'm having trouble with my memory, and then they'll understand. And
I
they
can't
do.
remember my own name half the time. That's why just initials JJ. It's easy to remember.
Yeah. Well, we never asked you what that stands for, did we?
No, you didn't. Never did. No.
Well, is one of the J's John?
No.
Okay. Well, is one Jim?
No.
Okay. Well,
Let the people out.
should we have a contest?
Yeah, sure.
All right. You have a cell phone? You want to give out your number? I'm not giving out mine.
I'm not giving out my cell phone number. No.
Okay. JJ's cell phone number is. Yeah.
Everybody in the world will call me.
I know.
Well, first name is Julian.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Julian, just like Julian Lennon. So, yeah. So,
Julian. But it's not Julian James.
no, don't even try.
Oh, does it get better after Julian?
No. It's just a normal name. Not even gonna be trying to think of it.
Okay, let's see what we got.
Okay. What's that?
It's very tea music.
Let's see.
You like my sweaty headphones?
Very nice.
Isn't that very tea?
I should have brought Nevada to let everybody listen to that. Nevada's really good. Their CD, The Sunshine and the Life or something like that.
I never did hear it, did I?
No, you didn't. I brought it last week, but this week I forgot. I was on the way down to Asheville. I live in Weaverville. I was on the way down to Asheville. I looked over and was like, nope, I didn't bring it. So, I forgot.
So you haven't even opened your new toy, have you?
No, I haven't even opened it. Should I open it right here?
I guess you have to have a knife, don't you?
No, I think I can open it up without.
Okay, let's see you open it.
Okay.
This should be good.
And this probably usually do like this.
Is that right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm always game to learn a new way to open those things because they're not made to be easy.
No, I think they're human proof. Yeah. as well as anybody else prove. You could open.
Yes.
When it comes to
There,
my
very good. I'm so glad that
pizza.
you joined us.
I'm
And
having
you
my
brought
lunch,
us pizza.
I'm having lunch break on your show. If that's okay.
No, please
What do you have
do.
to drink there?
Sprite.
You can even
Sprite.
move the chicken bunny out of your way. I know you love the chicken bunny.
Oh yeah, we have a special relationship.
Yeah. Oh, you do. Oh, you do.
Well, it's Asheville. You know.
Until they catch you.
Right.
Yes. And then then again it's Asheville. Rumors will fly.
It's true.
See,
You got it?
almost.
It's going. He's got a new one of those solid state thingy wops.
No.
No. He can do it with his own might.
There we go.
Look at that. He opened that thing. Try opening one of those things without a knife. It's not an easy job.
It's not. That's why I carry a knife, specifically to open new electronics.
Yeah. Well, you were gone, and I had to make Pat give me a camera.
Mmm.
And she said, "Do you have a camera reserved?" And I said, "Well, I assume I always have a camera reserved for Thursday." Well, she looked it up and she says, "I did not have a camera reserved, but there was one available, so I was allowed to have one." But it's okay because I have a camera. I can use one of my own if I have to. It might not look quite as good, but it'll work. I can do it. So I got a camera, and there we go. Well, now we have another pot of tea.
Yes.
How many gigs is that?
It's a gig.
2 gigs. Nice.
It's good.
Jonathan has a 4 gig, don't you, Jonathan?
I do.
You do.
Somebody's closer.
Whoa! Almost got you, huh? It's getting better, isn't it?
Excitement here.
Yeah. All right. Didn't know it was an action adventure show, did you? Oh, man, it's scalded at tea party. That could actually be really, really bad if we set that just right, under the right conditions, and it could squirt a pretty big stream of very hot water at just the right time. Could be.
Well, can we arrange that to happen automatically?
We could arrange that to happen automatically.
This will be the hot seat.
Yeah.
Oh, the hot seat.
Oh, now let me think. No, that seat right there would be the hot seat.
Oh, okay. Well, it depends which way you're aiming it, right?
Yes.
So, and here it is. So I guess I put it around my neck
There
or
you
something.
go.
Yeah. There we go.
Right. And you can also get you like a business card thing, and print on it on your computer, all access pass, and on the other side write press.
Okay.
And I don't know. Do you have a press pass? Yeah.
I've got a pass, but it's for the paper.
Yeah.
Basically the doors there and all that. So
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it's press pass per se.
So you mean to get in and out of the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I use it as a press. Here you go.
Yeah.
That's the name of the paper on there.
Yeah. Make yourself up a little press. Oh, you should. I could hear you crunch. Really? So make yourself up a little press pass, and on the other side, say all access pass on
Yeah.
it. Laminate that booger.
Oh yeah, totally.
And hang it on there with your stick,
Oh yeah.
and you'll be in everywhere.
Where'd you get that pizza?
Asheville Pizza Company.
Okay, good. I don't like the Pizza Hut.
No,
Ooh,
Oh,
no.
that's terrible.
no. We don't need to be kicking. We don't need to be kicking.
Okay.
The brand names just because they have dough that's kind of like cardboard.
Well, they have this name for their new something or other. It's just a really weird name.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it?
P-Zone.
What?
P-Zone.
P-Zone. All right. Well, that's appetizing.
Yeah, I was like thinking about that the other day. I was like,
All right.
okay, never mind. Yeah. P-Zone.
I think you're supposed to call it a pizzone.
And it is a big P with
Right,
zone.
but looking at it, right?
The P-Zone.
Because it's kind of like a calzone.
And I was also inquiring about the use of the video switcher.
Yes,
and I wasn't allowed to
Shit.
use that because it hasn't been checked in yet.
correct.
But as soon as it gets checked in, I assume I can. I was going to introduce a new thing today. If I had it, I was going to put one of my little cameras on my little tripod, and I was going to have the table cam, so that I could sit it on the table and turn it to whoever. Like we could get you eating the pizza, or if he had something to say. You see what I mean? And looking up at the people from the table.
Like, cool.
Little
Very
table
nice.
cam.
Very nice.
I have a little table tripod. It will just sit right on the table, and I can just turn it toward, just like, sometimes with my microphone you'll see me do that,
Yeah.
if someone's talking, like right now, that picks you up and makes you sound
Cool.
kind of special. I could turn my microphone and I could turn a little table cam on.
Very nice.
Because we working with one shot, we get the sides of people. So I'm getting a front view, but everybody
Yeah.
else is pretty much getting a side view. And when they're talking to me, they're looking away from the
Away
cam.
from the camera, yeah. That's why I always do like this. And
There you go.
spill my
Have
tea.
another cup of tea.
Have another, yeah.
Yes.
Well, I think the ultimate goal for a fully operational Studio B is September 1st.
September 1st.
October, November. Oh, it's what is this? June, July.
August.
We're in August now, so we're looking at a month from now.
To have cameras mounted in the walls, wires hidden, everything, the AV cart here, everything as it will be
I see.
by
Cool.
September 1st. So,
Really?
Okay.
Very nice.
I mean, we could rig something up quicker than that just to be able to use it, but I want it to be,
State of the art.
yeah, I want it to be as good as it can be, so it'll last. Because I just have nightmares about people knocking cameras off the walls or tripping over wires, and
Yeah.
I like your idea of the camera's ways out of anybody's way that could be
Hidden
walking.
in the corner.
Right.
Yeah. That was the best protection for him I could think
So if
of.
you ever have a heated conversation like that one show where people are animated and jumping up and down,
They won't
hit the camera.
suddenly leap into a camera and break it off the wall. That would be interesting
For
too.
those of you that watch the Tea Party, you may have noticed there are times where
That's
anything can happen.
what do they call that? They call that going. What is it? What's that guy's name?
Lockdown or something?
No, that guy that has a show. They always get in a fight on it.
Oh, like Jerry Springer?
Yeah, that's it's called.
We had a Springer moment, definitely, at least
We
once
had
or
a
twice.
we had a Jerry Springer moment right at the Tea Party, and the Tea Party is a very civilized thing.
Yes, it is.
It's not intended for Springer moments, but we had some of them were springing.
Yeah. It erupted right in front of us.
Yeah, we thought we were gonna have a Springer moment right there. We did have a little Springer moment.
Just a small.
Well, still, civility came back too.
Yes, it did. It did. But there was still there was a little. You got to admit there was a little.
There was a
tension.
moment.
There was a moment.
So,
I actually have a copy of that show. I watch it quite regularly.
do you?
I do. It's one of my favorite shows. I've
got
probably
a
watched
copy
it.
of
I've probably
everything,
watched
don't
it about 11 or 12 times.
This is crazy, but you don't have copies of many shows. You've not looked back at many shows. That might be the only one you've had a copy
That's
of.
actually.
You've got your
I don't
parents.
think I have any. Yeah, I've got that one, and I've got the other one in question.
Well, I have some friends who they don't have cable.
Okay.
And since they don't have cable, they sometimes beg me, like if I'm coming over, they'll say, "Come over to supper and bring us, a tea party to look at." And seriously, and it's just, I think it's kind of silly. And then what happens is I go over and I put on the tea party, and not all of them, but maybe I just get lucky. I don't know. It just seems like I pick out. I pick them out by date, but I just like, oh, here's one from the 4th. That might
Right.
be,
Right.
you know,
Don't know what's on it or what happened.
and by the time it's like a half hour into it or something, I'm mesmerized by it. You'd be surprised at how actually rewatchable they are.
Right.
Huh.
Well, see, I've never had to.
But I know, lousy ones like this one, who would want to rewatch this one, I mean, but
Jonathan eating.
I'm sorry.
pizza.
I don't, you know. But I mean, but let's face it. I mean,
let's be honest with ourselves.
I mean,
Might not
let's
be
look.
compelling
There's no like super talented musician sitting here doing something, or any poet, or any like fabulous story being told, or nobody's doing show and tell, or expounding upon their research. Or there's, you know, this doesn't seem so far to be a special episode like tomorrow's episode is going to be, when we have a world famous poet from New Orleans up to read his poetry and
Nice.
visit with us.
That'll be fun.
And the band, and a two-piece, two pieces out of Rickshaw 500, and so we have a little bit of the international musical appeal going on.
Very nice.
And Gowan Ring is doing a, I guess, Eastern tour or something, and some of one or more of the members of Rickshaw 500 will be joining, and you've probably never heard of Gowan Ring, have you?
No.
Okay. When Gowan Ring was on the World Serpent Records, which is now a defunct record label. But when I first heard, there's a fellow named B. Earth who is basically in Gowan Ring. It's like B. Earth and Friends would be in Gowan Ring. And when I first heard of B. Earth, and people were telling me he wanted to come and to be to come into my studio and do some work in my recording studio, and I went to check him out, and I can't remember if I was in New Orleans or had I gone to New York or what. I can't remember. I went to New York, but I don't remember. Somewhere I went in Tower Records, and in Gowan Ring had their own little, you know, the little dividers that
Names.
yeah, and you know, only usually the big groups have the dividers.
Right, with the names, right.
Right, and Gowan Ring had its own divider in Tower Records, so I was like, oh well, okay, you know.
Very good.
And so
He's gonna be here tomorrow?
but when they do pop up, which will be in the next week or two. One of the guys that's going to be traveling with them will probably be here tomorrow.
Okay.
One or two, and when they do get into town, and I'll find out where they're probably gonna do a little one night performance here in town too on their way through. I'll find out what that's all about, and we'll have them in for tea. If they, I think I already talked, and they're like the day that they're coming in, like Friday night, and then they're going to be gone before the next Thursday or something. So I think that's what I found out. They weren't going to be here for the tea party. But if it works out that they're here for the tea party, I will have them on.
Definitely.
For sure.
And so you're saying that would be a show worthy of rewatching,
Perhaps tomorrow would be.
unlike this one.
Well, you never know. I was surprised.
Anything can happen.
I've been.
Anything can happen.
There's an ebb and flow, man. Every now and then it'll be like this, and then like 6:30, it's like rocking in here.
I know it.
And
It
then
could
everyone's
be.
all hopped up on tea too, so it's like really going.
Right. And then somebody starts slugging somebody, get them in a headlock, and.
I don't know what's in the tea today, but I'm kind of like, it's kind of putting me to sleep or something like that.
Oh no! We don't have anything
No,
to put you
no.
to sleep in the tea. No, sir. We've not.
Okay.
We've
Maybe I
not.
just didn't get
We've
enough
not
sleep.
done that. I think you just maybe.
Yeah.
Might be the hot lights.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah,
A
that'll
nice
do it.
warm cup of tea.
Right. For all the good, look at the TV screen. For all the good that the ellipsoidal does with the molecule, I may as well just turn it off and save the heat. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I can do it.
Well, I can. So can I.
Well, then go ahead.
Out of the way.
Oh no! Asking you, I answer. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Yes, that's it. That's that 750 watt heater above your head. Okay, so what I'm thinking is should we get two small like 150 watt fluorescents? It's like a more compact fluorescent flood. Two of those.
Like the little ones at Studio A, like the ones that are like this big.
Yeah, but fluorescent, not incandescent.
Are those incandescent? I thought they were little fluorescent tubes. They're not.
I think they're incandescent. I think they're halogens actually. But but a smaller fluorescent, maybe two smaller fluorescent floods, and one 500-watt ellipsoidal.
I think that'd be good. Then we'll move these back over.
Yeah. Basically go for the smallest.
But we
ones
are
can
definitely
find.
low on fundage.
Yeah. Okay. Have we run out of fundage now, or are we still?
It's
Or are we
Getting
still
close,
looking
yeah.
to buy
that's
equipment?
a pack question.
Huh.
Okay.
Do you have your question token? That's-
All right.
I'm gonna start handing out question tokens here at URTV, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Every member gets 20 question tokens upon renewal of your membership, and that's good for the year. And
Only 20 questions.
so if you use up every time you ask me a
Uh-huh.
question,
And can we
that
get
is
in,
something nowadays. A question that's something that you should know.
and then we can get together and we can play a game of 20 questions, right?
Right, right.
Everybody has 20 tokens and they can get 20
You have 20 questions. Now, certainly, you can use those questions however you wish.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to use them towards information related to URTV, that'd be advisable.
Are they like wishes?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty good, but I'm not quite there.
What is the answer to life and everything?
And everything else. Live, love, and be happy. That's it.
No, you know the answer to life and everything. Is it life? It's from the Hitchhiker's Guide.
I thought
yeah.
there was, yeah. What is it?
I don't remember. Is it like 32 or something like
Right.
that?
Yeah, 32 or 52.
Or something.
I can't remember.
46. I don't know.
75.
Hike. All right. There we go.
102. 7. 72.
Oh.
No, 32. I think you're
It's a
right.
nice stout cup of tea.
Yes.
Just right.
Cup of tea.
Cup of tea.
So, have you been to your favorite new hangout lately?
Is it caffeine?
What is my favorite new hangout? The coffee shop
Yeah.
or what? Not today. Not yesterday.
I wasn't there yesterday. I didn't see you.
I
go
wasn't
every
there.
day.
And about the day before yesterday, was I there then?
Yeah.
Was there the
I see
day before
you.
yesterday?
Each time I go in, I see, or not each time I go in, but each time I guess
Mhm.
John's there, I see him.
Well, I'm about to stop plugging that place. I go in there, like on a Wednesday afternoon, and I think maybe I'm going to get to catch a
Have
little
tea
little
and
bit
stuff.
of Citizen Speaks or
Right,
something on the TV because they got cable and they got a TV there,
Oh,
and
nice.
you get channel 20,
He-
So, and do you think they got it turned on? No, if they do, they're watching a DVD or something, and I'll like, can you turn it on? Like Tim Peck's got a show on right now. I want to see what he's talking about.
Right.
And oh yeah, so yes, they tell me, and then they fritter around, and an hour later, Tim Peck's show is off, and
Right.
they hadn't turned it on.
Just be firm with them. Turn it now.
Well, I mean,
I know.
let's face it. They've gotten the Tea Party bump from us, and now they're doing a boom in business.
There's somebody coming up there.
And now they're too good to I bet they're not even watching the Tea Party now. So everybody that's at home and not up at the coffee shop, at home watching the Tea Party, then just stay there. Don't go to the
Yeah.
don't go up to the coffee shop because they won't be watching the Tea Party
No, they'll be watching Flintstones or something.
or something. That's right. But
Something they name.
that is right.
Or better yet, go ahead and go there and demand that they turn on
That's
the
right.
Mad Scientist Tea Party.
That's right. Shall I go there and? No, I
Right.
don't think so.
We want the Mad Scientists Tea Party.
Well, are they talking at all about the 48-hour film project there still, or have you heard anything about that?
I haven't heard a thing. How'd you come out?
Oh, my team ended up winning best graphics.
Great. Did you go to the that new cinema
Yeah.
or whatever it was? How's that place?
It's impressive.
Wow.
It is impressive.
Is it owned by the Asheville Pizza or is it?
Not at all. They're not associated in any manner whatsoever with the Asheville Pizza Company.
What films are playing now?
I think they're all current films. It's not
Really?
like Asheville Pizza where they come out. When they come out on DVD
Okay,
is when
I
they
gotcha,
screen them.
I gotcha.
It's all current films.
Cool.
And so you pay your full $12 a ticket, or I don't know if it's that
Where
much,
is it?
but Cinebar.
Okay.
It's
$12.
I like
don't know.
I like the
I'm
$2
exaggerating.
movies
I'm
myself.
exaggerating because
$9
ticket prices are too much,
ticket,
right?
To be honest with you, going to the regular movie, they're there and gone so fast that it's hard for me to get my head around the notion that, oh, there's this movie and I want to see it, and by the time I realize that the movie that I want to see is out and now I can see it, it's out of the main theaters, and it's time to catch it at the $2 movie, which is just right, because that's about how much money I've got to spend this month on seeing movies, you know.
They're usually there about 3 to 4 weeks, and that's about it. That's max 2 weeks sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's a real stinker, though.
I like the movie Hot Fuzz.
Mm.
Yeah,
You liked Hot Fuzz?
Oh yeah, loved it.
Well, that's okay. Your fellow TV guy, he was crazy about Transformers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Crazy about Transformers. How many times did he see it? Was it 3 or 4? It was 4
In
times.
the theater. 4 times in the theater.
4 times. I saw it once because he was like going.
You've got to go. You've got to see it.
You guys it. So I was down in Hendersonville, and they have the Epic Theater down there, which is.
Did you go with him or did you?
No, I just went by myself.
Okay.
I'd been at work and saw it. It was like